Hey guys, welcome to today's beginners class. Today is actually a beginners class, so we assume you don't know how to sew. You're just coming to a fashion shop for the first time. We're going to put you through all what you need to know, but we are starting step by step. So we're going to put you through on how to trade your manual machine. We're also going to take you part through the different parts of the machine that you should know as a beginner. So that is what we are starting. We're going to let you know the type of thread you should be using for your projects and the type of needle you should be using for your project. And also, this is actually we are going to be using the manual sewing machine because it's actually beginners class and it is beginners friendly. It's easy for beginners to use. It does seem like what you like to learn. Stay online while we get started. And don't worry, even if you don't have the industrial or the manual sewing machine, you can actually start with your needles. Start from where you are. Stop giving excuses. It is time for you to get started and learn a trade today. This is actually the thread. You can see there are different types of it. This is it. This is this one. This particular thread, different colors. They come in different colors. This is a yellow thread. You can see it. I've not even used this one. And this is another thread. It's actually kind of, this thread is kind of light, so people use it especially for whipping. You can use it. And this is another one. This is a cotton thread. This is the regular one that you get. So these are the ones that you can be using. They are different. So it depends on any type of cloth that you're making. The clothes you're making will determine the color of thread that you are using. Do you get me? So that is it. This is it. And this is a needle. This is needle. So this is a needle. You get it. They come in different sizes. They have the size 14, the size 16, the size 18. I think that's just the one I know, the size 18. So but this one is actually for my industrial machine. This is BD for industrial machine. For manual machine is actually BP. So but the same sizes, they have sizes. So when you get, if you're buying your industrial machine new, or if you're buying your manual machine new, it actually comes with a needle already, so you don't need to like get another one. So you actually be using the one that came with your machine. But if you're buying the fairly used one, you have to get it. When you go to where they are selling it, ask them for your needle, for your manual, and the size that you want to be using. So that is it, and it's actually very simple. So let's get to know how to actually thread the needle, thread it. Let's get to know. We're actually using the manual machine because this is a beginner's course. The manual machine is actually easier for beginners to use. But don't worry, if you do not have a manual machine, if you do not have any machine, it is not an excuse. You can actually start with your hand needle to learn. Then while you save and plan on getting your own machine. So guys, this is actually the manual, what the manual machine looks like. Look at it here. I actually got it from my mom. My mom gave it to me when I started learning how to sew, and then I did not have money to buy the manual machine. So my mom had it because she is a tailor. She even had plenty of it, but since she stopped sewing, she gave it out. So it was remaining only this one. So I had to just, you can see I painted it, painted everything. I changed this because the one that was she was using should be older than me. This is butterfly. So it was giving me tough time when I got it. She has not used it for like 20 something years. So I actually had to, service it over and over and over and over before I started. Right now, I think I'm enjoying it. If I don't have lights for the manual, I use this one and it's perfect. Forget about the how it is looking. It's butterfly and it's actually the original one. So guys, let's get started. So this is the spool pin. This is what guides houses the thread. So you put your thread and all this part is the thread guide. You turn it like this. You come here, these are thread guide, and you now go like this. You go this way, you put it here, you put it here, and from there you come here and you put it here. This is the tension disc. This is what gives it the tension for it. If it's too loose, if your stitches is too loose, you can come here. If you want it to be loose, you can come here, you regulate it like this and pass it from here. So this is the presser foot, and this is the presser foot razor. Look at it. You raise it and it raise. When you raise it, you can put your fabric here, and when you're ready to sew, you drop it back and you start sewing. You get, you start sewing, and when you're done, you lift it, and it's already open. Remove your footer. That is it. This is stitch regulator. You you carry it up and you bring it down. So when you want to stitch, like when you want to start a particular stitch, you want it to be tight first so it won't lose on time. So when you want to start, you do it like this, and you now stitch it. Just carry it like this, and you're done with it. You now bring it back to the normal. If you want to sew tight, you come up. If you want to be loose, you sew it like this. If you want normal so you use number 10 or in between 10 and 7. If you want to sew on gathers, you bring it down. This is gathers, you bring it down. So that is it. So guys, this is what they call balance wheels. Works hand in hand. So if I want to look at it, if I want to start matching the machine, look at, they are working together on the pedal. This is the pedal. Able to match the machine. They are working hand in hand. It's do like this. Then you start. Guys, this is the bobbin. Look at the bobbin here. This is where you put your thread, and this is the bobbin case. After putting your thread here, you pass it from here, you pass it here, and then after you've passed your this, you do it like this. It will come out and you bring it out.
So guys, this is how to insert your needle. This is how to thread it. So look at this point. This is where you'll be facing the machine. The part where we have the name is the one facing this other side. So you put it inside and you screw it very tight so it doesn't go off. Guys, please, if you've watched this video to this point, please subscribe, please like, please share
This
it
is
to your
the needle
friends.
screw.
Thank you.
Here, here is the needle screw. If you want to, if you lose it, that means you're trying to bring out the needle. Then you put it back. You put it back. There is a limit. There is a space there to show you the way you actually should go. And after that, you screw it. You screw it tight so the needle can be tight. To start matching the machine, you can actually start. I learned with one leg, one of my foot. It was difficult for me to start with 2 foot, so when I tried one foot, it actually was easier for me. You can try it, or you can actually put one foot here and put one foot here for balance, and then you can actually start. You get one is one foot I use. Look at it. It's actually very easy for me. One foot. So if you are looking to start matching your machine, you just start that way. Start with one foot first. Then later when you balance, you can actually adjust. Me now, I can sew with my 2 foot, and that is it.
So, guys, I believe you've learned how to match your machine perfectly, like you're okay to go now. So, you can now start using thread, but you shouldn't be using thread until you know you can match the machine very well so you won't spoil the machine. We need the scissors and we need a ruler and you need the tailor's chalk. Yeah, to be able to rule a line. So after you've mastered the art of matching the machine comfortably, you can now start with your straight lines. You can rule a line half inch so you can know what to do. And as a beginner, when you're sewing, you need to chalk everything that you want to do. If you want to sew the round neck, chalk it down. If you want to sew a straight line, chalk it down. If you want to shape the cloth, chalk everything down, then follow the lines. It will be easy for you. That is how you're supposed to do. I will upload a detailed videos on the tools you need to get as a beginner. All the tools you'll be needing, the ones that are necessary. And I'm just chalking everything down. So get started to sewing a straight line. This is me fixing my needle. I want to get started. Yeah, it's just a straight line. Follow the line straight. Follow the lines you already draw. Okay. So my thread has finished, so I'm trying to adjust it. When I was done, put it back and you continue. Doesn't stop anything. Continue. You continue to practice. Practice make perfection. So the more you practice, so that's it. You continue to do it until you know you're perfect. It's not something it's not a day's job. Like you continue to do it. Some people can use 1 week to learn the machine. You can use 1 month. You just be, especially on the industrial machine, it will take you longer time. But I think this is easier. Just start with 1 foot. So now you're going to like take some squares, some shapes. So we'll start with the square. In case you're doing the square neckline, this is how you go about it. You face a straight line, you stop, do not remove the needle, go again, you stop while the needle is still there, you turn, you go again, you stop while the needle is still there, and you go again and stop stitch. That is it. When I mean stop stitch, that's you're trying to do it over and over using the stitch regulator that I taught you earlier. So now you're going to do the triangle just as if you're doing the V neckline. The triangle, you just be practicing a lot of shapes. When you're done with your straight, you can sew straight lines. And now start with this one. It's step by step. Do not miss any step. If you miss any step, it will be difficult for you at this beginning stage. When you get there, you now turn, and yes, you have your V neckline. So we're going to try more shapes. We're going to try the circle, just like the round neckline. Can try different shapes. And also one thing you should notice that when you're stitching, when you're sewing, you see how my end is going. You have to control it with your hand. Control it, drag it, control it with your hand. This is a light material. This is actually lining, aba lining. So this is it. These are the shapes we've been able to achieve. So by the time you're done achieving these and you do it consistently over and over again, you should be able to perfect your matching skills, like how to match the machine perfectly. So let's get another shape. This is it. You stop there, do not remove it. Come here and you are done. So continue to practice it and you actually get there. So that is it. For those of you that have machine, you can practice this. With time you get to perfect it. If you don't have machine, don't worry, we are going to still use our hand needle. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like and comment. See you in my next one.